I was just talking to him. He said y'all was talking about kids taking stacks of cash to prom.
Yeah.
And I also brought up the fact that I did want to take a stack of cash to prom. So,
what's for you? What was the appeal of it?
Honestly, just to be flashy.
Mm-hmm.
That was really it. But
just to do it big.
Yeah, just to do it big. Really, that was the whole reason. And I feel like that's everybody else's reason too.
It's and I can definitely see that, and I find it interesting because last 2 or 3 weeks I've been seeing a lot of prom posts online about how racialized it's become. Because all the videos I've seen are of black kids, black families dressing big, getting these flashy vehicles, like because it's prom. You do it big for prom, and so I get it. But what I see in the comments is people saying like wasted $12,000 in a car, but won't go to college, or did all this just to work at McDonald's. Like just assuming that because these black kids are presenting however they want to present on prom, just black joy essentially, it's racialized and they insert racism into it all the time.
Whereas if it's a white family and a white teen that's going all out, or because it makes me think of like do you remember that MTV show like My Sweet 16?
Yeah.
But yeah, just like
so much. Yeah.
Just insane. But then too, it kind of ties into like weddings, like thousands and thousands of dollars on a wedding, and you're not even really doing it you're doing it for like entertainment.
Gender reveals.
Yeah.
Things like that, and that's the
tradition.
That's the thing, because I see also a lot of white girls, mostly white girls, big pickup trucks, they all this land and huge dresses, and there's all this money involved, and there's all these things like that, but it's not an issue. And so, to me, that conversation gets to the conversation of black joy and why it's such a problem for a lot of people. Because it's prom, they're doing it big. Whatever they do with the money, it's not our business. It doesn't matter. They're happy. They're excited. You're also the same people who didn't think these kids would graduate in the first place anyway, but now you have a problem with how they celebrate the fact that they're graduating.
Right. What do you want from them?
And so that's my whole perspective on it. And so, like, do you see it that way, or do you notice any of that discourse on it?
Yeah, I definitely notice it. Honestly, when I look at a prom, the way I look at a black prom and a white prom is, with a white prom, people usually like they go casual. They don't. The white proms I've seen in the city of like people going to Flushing or Swartz Creek, they do it casual. They don't do it too big. They don't go all out. Compared to a black prom, they doing it. They pulling up in helicopters. They pulling up. I just seen an 8th grade prom. A girl went in a McLaren. A McLaren to an 8th grade prom.
Crazy.
Gosh.
Stack of cash again. So, but I think at the same time, I feel like with the black parents, they feel like it's an expectation on them, like they have to succeed to this certain level, or I feel like they do it for the likeness of the people.
Yeah,
they do it for the likeness of the people. Like they gotta exceed to this certain level for people to like them or whatever.
Like, look, I'm not this stereotype that you think I am. Like, I have the things that you've got as well, or whatever.
They try to keep up with everybody.
Yeah.
And even with that, I've seen some people like, you spending $2,000, $3,000. Even I've seen people spend $5,000 on that suit or dress, but you're going broke. So, like, you're trying to keep up with the people, but at the same time, you don't have the means to. Yes.
And I wonder if, I wonder how much social media plays into it. Like, if stack of money thing is just more of a trend.
I think
like a recent trend as opposed to just a thing that just people do.
Well, honestly, when I envision prom, I always envision going with a stack of cash, but that just because I come from a flashy family. Like everybody around me is flashy, so that could be an instance of everybody else. But even with social media playing a part in it now, it's like, the thing about when you use your phone, when you talk about a certain topic on your phone, it's gonna pop up on your media. Yeah. So if we're talking about prom and it's gonna start popping up on my phone.
Algorithms, yes.
Exactly. Now you're gonna see, and now your expectations is gonna go up, and now you're gonna want to meet these same expectations as the other people, and now it's gonna give you inspiration for more. Yeah. So
that is so scary. I didn't even think about that because I
didn't even consider algorithms.
Like algorithms, like they're targeted. Like they target your age group. Your age is up there, and so naturally you'll see content from other teens and other.
And they're all selling something, and But see, because then in my brain, am thinking like capitalism and consumerism, and like y'all don't have to do that. Like it's prom, but that's coming from like a white family who was much more casual. Like I went to a John Mayer concert. Like I didn't even go to prom, and so yeah, I can see that. But I guess too, I think about like the socioeconomic factors. Like specifically, like if we mention, is it Dion Wiley, the 17-year-old that was just shot 2 weekends ago, I think.
For prom, yes, I know you're talking about.
Because like, I was kind of talking to Lockie about that. Like I think about an area like Saginaw, which I live there. Like it is not the greatest area, not the most wealthy area, and I live down South Washington and all of that. And so then I'm like, in my mind, I'm wondering, like, what, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
why put yourself in that situation?
Yeah, like, it seems like there could be consequences, and I think in this case, there was.
Yeah, I feel like that plays a part into why I didn't take a stack of cash to prom, because it's a safety thing, and coming up in a city full of poverty, people they'll be willing to do anything at any time, especially if they see you with that stack of cash.
Yeah.
And it's people that have never seen $1,000 before. So seeing that, that'll make them want to do anything for that $1,000. So safety that's the main reason why I didn't want to go. And when I envisioned prom in the past, growing up, I used to always think I gotta do it big for prom. Like I gotta leave my name in the history. Like I gotta do it big. At first, I wanted to go in the Maybach. Like that was my plan. I did want to go in the Maybach, but I really thought to myself, I was like, I don't want to spend all this money, and it's only for a couple hours of enjoyment. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
So I just changed my whole idea about that, and then I planned around it. So I feel like even with his situation, it could have been avoided, but at the same time, there was nobody around to tell him that's not safe. That's not a good thing to do, because Saginaw is not too far off from Flint.
Right.
So.
But that's trying to like. There is no such thing as common sense, so it doesn't matter. Because just in my mind as a parent who lives in Saginaw with boys, and I'm just like, I would never. But I don't. I come from, we are very casual about that shit, and so it's totally different. And I'm just trying to wrap my brain around it, and I can't.
Do you think any bit of that is also victim blaming? Do you think?
Yep.
Okay.
Probably. Like, I don't, and two things that I had read, like, on social media, like, people were not very few people were blaming him.
Okay.
Like, Dion, it was, like, the parents. Like, why would you let your and that's where I was, too. And again, I'm a parent, and you know what I mean? And I'm poor. So, like, it just, but yeah, it's like, and then you can go deeper into how much social media influences the parents. And then, like, even just, like, culturally within families. And now that is a, expectation.
And I think it's tying back into what we was just talking about.
Like you were saying, like, because the parents could be, that's just, we do it big. We show out like that whenever we do something big.
And we live modestly. We're fine financially, but
it's just an unfortunate situation that kind of blew it up to something bigger. It sucks. But I don't know, like, I'm fascinated by this desire to, I guess, display wealth, whether you have it or not. I guess more so if you don't have it. Like, if you don't have the wealth, but we do all these things to prove to other people, to kind of keep up with other people, to show that we have the wealth. What does all that mean? Kind of mixed up.
Yeah.
Maybe prom is just a kind of microcosm of just society in general. We gotta flex, we gotta do it big, we gotta show out, you only live once, you know, you only gotta get one prom in your life, so why not do it big? Maybe there's also an aspect of that in there as well.
Yeah. But also another thing I've seen is like the people that try to display their wealth and try to show that they're the wealthiest people are not the wealthiest people.
No.
I've met billionaires. I met a billionaire. His name was Terry Rosenberg, I want to say, or Terry Rosen. I think that's his name, Terry Rosen. And like when I met him, he was in shorts, a tank top, and sunglasses, like just a casual fit.
How'd you meet him?
I was at University of Michigan, Ann Arbor. I was working.
That's all you gotta medicine.
Yeah. I worked. I did an
a.
internship down there. I worked as a scientific researcher.
Okay, cool.
And so what they have us do, they'll give us guest speakers every week, and we'll talk to different guest speakers. So there'd be doctors around the world, or again, Mr. Rosen. I also talked to, I'm trying to I'm forgetting his name, but he was the founder of Johnson and Johnson. Not the founder, but like he works.
He's with the Johnsons.
Yeah, basically.
Huh. And maybe there's something to be said there too, because if you have $1 billion, like I'm not surprised if you want to. You have other things to worry about,
But then I think what a privilege to be able to look like shit.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
The privilege of it all.
And especially when there's one group of people that are, working so hard to present themselves at within whatever class or whatever, and then you have these billionaires who could literally end world hunger in some cases, just dressing or it's like those wealthy people that pretend to be unhoused. Or maybe that's just an episode of SVU, but it's not. That's a real thing. They pretend to be unhoused and live on the streets and all this crap because they just want to know what it's like. And it's like... I
mean, just off the way he's dressed or off the way Dr. Gerwood dressed, you would think they're rich. I mean, I'm not saying that they're not. I mean, I look at them as they're rich. But rich people dress like they don't go out their way to do anything crazy.
I mean, this is interesting because... I talk about welfare reform and stuff like that, and I receive food assistance for me and my kids, and I am a big thrifter. I probably 95% of all mine and my kids' clothes are thrifted, and I'm real good at it. And so I get very nervous, when I go to the DHHS office or whatever, say it's a work day and I've got my nice skirt on or blah, blah, blah. I get nervous, and then I've got my UM name tag, and I'm like, oh my God, they're going to think I've got money. And but seriously, because...
Did you move differently, do you think?
What do you mean?
Dressed a certain way and you're like, man, people are going to assume that I have money. So did you move accordingly, do you think? Or were you yourself?
I was myself.
Okay.
Because I'm trying so hard not to be, scared of these systems.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? What are you guys going to do to me? Make me poor? But, I'm curious about, because I know, Lockie and I have been doing a lot of, just over the months, reading on, look maxing and... things like that, and that presentation of self, right? Whether it's your economic standing or whether your sex market value or market sex value or whatever those things are. And then with that, it's this nihilism that comes with all of this online activity. People will say shit to your face now that we never would have ever said before. And I know that there's a lot of variables that, go into that, but I'm wondering, I feel and again, I'm older, but just based off of my kids, what I do know, I just feel they're middle schoolers and they're just mean. They're saying the things out loud, you know what I mean? That we normally wouldn't ideally not say, or you would whisper behind somebody's back or something. But now they're saying it right to your face, or they're posting you, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And it's I don't know where I'm going with it, but there is a nihilism within the internet and on social media, and then that paired with this presentation of self, and I want to make myself look this way so people think I'm this way. Mm-hmm. I don't know where I'm going with it, but what the fuck is that? It's I don't know.
What you see saying it's you talking about the way people present themselves on social media?
Yeah, but there's also this, I no longer care, or at least my perception is I no longer care about making you feel good or feel better. You're, somebody posts a picture and somebody's going to point out all the bad shit or whatever.
I can't even wrap my head around that. I genuinely just I don't know why people hating. That's really what it is. People really... Social media will really bring the haters out, and that's something that make me scared to post. I'd be scared to post because what are you hating for?
Right. And I know, like, I get nervous about this, so I couldn't imagine, like, younger people who literally, like, born with social media. You know what I mean? And, like, just that, like I said, like, when I was younger, it was just, like, whispering behind their backs. But now it's like, oh, no, I'm going to, like, post this screenshot. And I'm, like,
and the thing is,
sometimes.
you could really go viral and have everybody talk to people you've never seen before. You've never can't even picture an image of them in your head talking about you. That's scary about social media. Mm-hmm. That's very scary. Like, you could be walking out in public, random just walk up to you and they're talking about the situation. Like, that's scary.
That's why I want you dating apps. I'm like, dude, they're gonna see me.
Yeah. It's called, what is it called? Digital footprint?
Yeah.
Yeah, digital footprint. And it's digital footprint. It follows you forever. Whatever you post, it's on there forever. Exactly. And it'll never be deleted. That's why people need to be careful about the things that they post and the things that they say. Because say I become a famous person, somebody's going to go back to something I said back in 2021 about a certain age or a certain group or somebody, and they're going to use that against me. Yeah. And that's, I feel like when that happens to people, they're reaching a new level of fame. Like, once that happens, like, that happens to every major celebrity that, like, comes out or breaks out on the internet. Once they become exposed for something or whatever, it just boosts them up, and it creates them to be this bigger person. People call it what do they call it? A humiliation ritual or something like that. I mean, I don't get into that type of stuff, so I don't really know. But it's kind of crazy when you notice that pattern. I don't really know where I'm going with this, but like.
I had a few thoughts. But like, I wonder if it plays into what you were saying, just the presentation of self, like just online discourse and just people being really mean for no reason online. And I wonder if they do it because it's hard to feel like an individual online. It's hard to feel like a single person online. Yeah. You're just
and we all want to be the main character.
Yeah, I want to stand out. And when I see someone post online, maybe a nice picture, something like that, my brain just looks for something to break this facade, something wrong. I think of Miss Rachel. How the hell are people beefing with Miss Rachel right now?
I know it.
What? She's a child. She's, what do you call her? Influencer? She does kids videos.
She does nursery rhymes, right?
She does kids videos. Her voice is like...
Yeah, they love it.
But even with that, that's going to reach her to a new level that she's never touched.
She's the sweetest person. She puts herself in a situation.
And people don't know.
Yeah, and now they're like, okay, we got to find something in this facade to break that. And that's the whole point I was getting at. We got to find something because there's no way this person, as I know them in this moment, is this perfect. So, hey.
And that's the thing about it.
I've seen these two colors put together on an outfit. Like something stupid like
that's
that.
The thing about it. People don't like this. Like, hey, look at you. They be like, well, I don't know. It's just something about them. They're trying to go into your background. And they'll even pull up. If you ever went to jail, they'll pull up your jail records.
Crazy.
Like, it's crazy. It's wild. I remember back in 2021, it's a famous streamer now. This was when he first came up, though. People, they used to post his address all over online. Like, while he's live streaming, people would call the police on him. They would get him swatted. They'll get him swatted. They'll order 60 boxes of pizza to his house. Now he got to pay it. Like,
and it's like, why?
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's what I don't understand. And then the people, Julie gets fucked up with the pizza guy.
Yeah.
Like, there's far-reaching.
I feel like we're part of the problem because we talk about reality TV a lot. Mm-hmm. I am here for some drama, right? And so I feel like that simple sentiment, like I'm here for some drama, is why why people do dumb shit like that, because it's just the drama. It adds
that rage baiting.
Yeah, it's something like, oh yeah, I was the one that did that. Let me go ahead on Reddit to this community and let people know that I'm the one that did that, so I can stand out. So, because regardless of how shitty of a person you are, you're going to be able to find someone as shitty as you are, and you will build a community.
The internet is a very dangerous game. It's a very dangerous game.
It's the same thing as wearing a sports team hat. So it's like, I got to signal to the people that also love this team that we're in kind of community.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm in your group.
In the online space. But instead of hats, we're meeting up in, I don't know, picture comments. Or something like that.
Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes I done seen very positive comments. I done seen very funny comments. Mm-hmm. I usually see funny comments more than I see positive or hate. But the thing about the hate is when they hate, they're really hating. Like they will bash a person and bring like terrible.
Mm-hmm.
It's been crazy the things I've seen, the insults I've seen, the most creative insults.
Mm-hmm.
Like they don't play. The internet don't play, and it's crazy because it's so many people you don't know what they're thinking. It's like you kind of want to call them geniuses, but they're not.
Yeah.
They're not geniuses.
And then it's like, how do you internalize that shit at some point? You know, like if somebody keeps saying it, and you're like, well, is it true? Do I blah 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 blah?
Yeah.
But then we have the worst people in charge, or out there and on these pedestals and platforms who are never held accountable.
Yeah.
You know, and then like. That's not fair either.
And it's like even when people try to hold them accountable, it's swept under the rug very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
With major influencers though, like influencers, you know, it's levels to this. So we talking about top level influencers.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's just
But then it's this question of like, why are we putting these people on a pedestal?
Mm-hmm.
Like Mr. Beast wasn't like, I'm, you know, the best person ever, and I just, you know, like, why are we putting him on, which, I mean, that's probably an outdated, but like, why are we putting them on such a pedestal?
Mm-hmm.
Like, all this stuff came out with Lizzo, and it's like, well, I mean, why do you expect so much from people? And maybe that's the cynical, you know, side of me.
I don't think it's cynical. I think it's just a combination. So, like, maturity, it's age, it's education, it's what, like, the work you've already done, the things you engage with already. So naturally you're like, well, I don't understand this.
Yeah.
People that don't, or haven't had the opportunity to engage with things like that, or refuse to do so, they just see surface level stuff like, man, this is entertainment, because that's the world we live in. It's entertainment world.
Yeah.
Because as we talked about, like, most of us are stuck working regular jobs that don't pay enough, but you see influencers online making millions, and Mr. Beast traveling the world and throwing money and cash. Like, damn, I'm trying to get some of that. How do I do that? Let me go online and try to blow up. Let me go online and put myself out there or engage with the world some way, because the traditional system is traditional.
Right.
It's not conducive to where we are right now. And I think that's why you get a lot of young people that, I'm not pointing at you directly, but
I agree.
my sides of my head. That's how you also get like young people that are, that's their whole goal in life, is to try to become an influencer or to do something big like that and get away from the typical rat race, because we've told them, you're not going to be able to afford anything. You can't buy anything.
You're going to go in debt.
You're not going to retire. Your parents are struggling probably.
Yep.
Oh, life sucks. Good luck. What do you expect people to do with that?
Yeah.
They're going to internalize it and do what they can. I'm going to show out and show up, and
even if it's negative.
Even if it's negative, because negativity, even negativity gets dollars in this world that we're in.
But at the same time, some people create those fan bases for themselves too.
Mm-hmm.
Like some people like that stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, some people enjoy that. I don't know how, but they enjoy that type of stuff.
Oh, and that gets into identities, because you're saying that, it makes me think like, I'm a trad wife, but I became an influencer, and so it's like, that's my identity. Like it's like identity politics is what it feels like. It's trying to monetize something that you decide to make your whole identity. Like, if not bashing anyone, but like, especially reality TV shows, you have that one character that comes on the show who's bisexual, and suddenly that's all you know about that person.
Yep.
That's how it seems in my head when it comes to like social media, things like that, or creating a following and stuff. It's just find identity and trying to monetize it, because the traditional routes, they take too long.
Yeah. And that's all people want to be known by.
Because it makes me think of this documentary I'd seen about this influencer, and he was like 21 or whatever, and made a bunch of money, blah blah blah. But he had made a comment about how, like, you know, why do I feel this way, or why like I'm successful, I'm achieving my dreams. And it was like, so he views success as profiting from influencing. And so then I'm just like, what do you think success is? Like, how do you view success as somebody kind of like thrown into this like commodified social media, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what do you think of success? Or what it is?
What I think of success is...
Sounds like an interview question.
Yeah, hold on. Okay, repeat the question again so I can get a good thought process.
Yeah, like, we see, like, when we were young, like I know, like just for when we were young, it was grow up, go to college, get a good job, go into architecture, engineering, medicine, blah, blah, blah. I've noticed a lot of younger people are talking about entrepreneurship and like being influencers. Like I'll literally like check out my channel and my pay and blah, blah, like and subscribe. And so I'm wondering, like, what do you view as, like, what is your definition of success? Like, what makes, you know what I mean? Like, in life, like,
is it strictly money? Is it a career? Is it like a milestone in life?
Is it likes and followers?
For me, success, what it looks like is me being able to create pathways for people to do things that they never thought they was able to do. I want to give people opportunities that they just never experienced. And I feel like that's what success is going to be to me, is just doing the things that I've always wanted to do for my community. And I want to restore my community to what it once used to be, or how people used to describe it back then. I just want to make a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to be known as somebody who, oh yeah, if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be in this place. Like, that's what success is for me.
Do you think that that's just within your own peers and everything? Like, do you think that that's kind of reflective of like how they view success, or do you feel like maybe you're like an outlier in that regard?
When you say my peers, are you talking about like my friends? You talking about
like people you talk. I'm trying not to generalize too much.
Yeah,
but yeah.
That me and my friends, we all had the same thoughts. So we trying to do it together as a team, but in our own ways also.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And
were your parents or family, like, were they involved in, like, their community and stuff like that? Because, like, a lot of times it's learned. Like, my family was, big in volunteering, so I volunteer all the time.
No, this is something I wanted to do on my own.
Nice.
Yeah, this is something I've just learned off being in my community and just seeing the things going on and just seeing the violence, the poverty, people struggling. It just makes me want to change it.
I'm assuming, right up in like the water crisis and everything.
Yeah.
And like experienced a lot of trauma from that. That's very interesting.
I was like 5, 6. I think I was about 6 or 7 when the water crisis hit. So I still don't drink water, tap water to this day. I've never drunk water out the sink. All I know is water bottles. Like, I would never. I don't even trust the fountain.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, I don't know. I'm sensitive to it.
Yeah.
Well, that shit leaves a mark. It sticks.
Yeah.
It's so interesting because I hear a situation like that, and I often wonder what it is that, like, you take all these, like, a bunch of, like, 1,000 people, that sounds weird, 1,000 kids. And take them to the same crossroads. Like, all right, I'm gonna go left and take all of my experiences and my traumas, things like that, and use that to better my community. And you have others who maybe go not the opposite way, but they do something different. And I always wonder, like, what it is that makes that divide. Is it schools? Is it just maybe someone just so happened to pop up in your life and motivate?
I think it's a household thing. Or whoever pops up in your life and motivates you.
Yeah.
Because for me, it was the people around me, like, that motivated me, and they showed me that I can really be something and I need to do better in life. So if it wasn't for that, I don't know what I'd be doing right now.
Yeah.
So,
social capital. I think we were discussing that out there at the table, just saying, like, conversations and just communicating with people and sharing these ideas and lessons learned. And, like, I think that's where the change comes from, not from mandated classes or some program, or it's
I feel like if people my age was to have a real mentor, like a one person, like just one person they could look up to, I feel like it'd really change our entire community. Because I had that for myself, and that's what made me opened my eyes.
Yeah.
Person it was my uncle. He taught me just how to be a man and how to present myself like one.